Your person has a message for you. I don't like feeling this out of control. This connection has them feeling some kind of way. It's new, it's unusual, it's so powerful, it's so magnetic, and they feel like they're losing themselves. This connection has activated them. Now, whatever your circumstances are, okay, whether you're in separation, whether you're figuring this out, whether you're together, there is a sense of their ego wanting to step forward to protect them. And that could be the reason why you're experiencing what you're experiencing with this person. This is a love reading, beautiful. There's a message that's wanting to come through here from your person. I'm going to take a look at the energy, all right, and what you can look forward to, okay, what's really going on here in the situation. Also, what is coming in towards you and a potential outcome between the two of you. So, if you feel called to this reading, this could be your reading. If you're new to my channel, I'm High Priestess Elif, and I welcome you to evolve with me. This channel is to support you on your journey. Your relationship, the person that you attract into your life, comes at a very particular time in your life to serve a particular purpose. What is that purpose? How do you line up with it, and how do you make the most of it? That is what this reading is about. Okay, you're a soul having a human experience. And you've come to close certain karmic cycles. Perhaps that's what your person's come to help you do. Or perhaps the karma between you is different. All right. So, if you're returning, welcome back. Always good to have you here. Thank you for being a part of this community. Thank you for all your love and support on my channel. All your likes, all your comments, your shares, all the interaction. I really do appreciate it. Okay. Those of you who would like to reach out for a private reading, I am open for private readings, and I do still have some slots available, so you can go to the description box and click on the link there. It'll take you to my webpage, and you can contact me via that. Okay. You've entered a sacred space. The archangels in the north, south, east, and west have their sacred flames burning. I give thanks to my guides and keepers, your guides and keepers, for giving me access to your energy, for bringing you towards me so we could work together, for allowing me to be the one to bring you this clarity. All right. If the message resonates, claim it without a doubt. This is a collective read, okay? Might not resonate with everyone. Don't force it. But doesn't, maybe it's just not for you, right? But if it triggers, that is where your work begins. Okay, we're constantly growing. And these relationships that come into our lives, whether they're karmic soulmates or straight up soulmates or twin flames, they come to serve a purpose, right? To challenge us in all the right ways for our growth and our soul's evolution. And to guide us closer, to help us to get ready, to be ready for that love that we came here for, right? The one that we are aspiring to. So, let's begin. All right, so first, the energy coming through here with this, I don't like feeling out of control, is that your person is going through some kind of awakening in love. Things have been really black and white for them in the past when it comes to relationships, all right? I'm being shown that your person has had a very significant relationship with mom, a strong mom, and not in the healthiest way, and have gravitated towards people in the past that didn't have such a strong personality or such strong characteristics, because they've associated strength, worth, something that is unhealthy, something that is uncomfortable. And here you come in and you are strong and you show such great strength, but you are also gentle, and it's very different. His brain doesn't know what to do with this. Her brain doesn't know what to do with this, all right? But also what is awakening inside of your person is this profound love. It's different. It feels safe. It feels quiet. It feels still. It feels peaceful. And so the mind's wanting to fill all of that with a lot of noise, and to figure out what is what, that is where they're at. The ego is really being triggered right now. I cannot give you what you are searching for. Okay. There is this awareness of what you want, that they're not ready to be able to, that they're not in a position to be able to give you what it is that you deserve right now. And I'm going to take a closer look at what that is. It could be that they're in another situation. It could be that they're not financially stable. They're not in a place where they're ready to. This feels really new and this feels really activating. And I'm getting the message that the connections they've been in before have been so shallow, have been of a lower vibrational quality, hasn't challenged them as much, and this relationship, this connection with you is just so expansive, and it's making them realize how they've always wanted something like this, but they didn't realize that they need to get ready for that, and they're feeling really ill prepared for what this connection demands, spiritually, psychologically, emotionally, financially. I'm trying my best to see what is real, but I'm still blind. So they're definitely going through this process of awakening, of figuring out what's real and what is not. And there's the sense of not knowing what the right decision is. I'm getting a feel like it could be, like they could be torn between you and another situation. Right, let's get some more. Okay, what's coming through here? We've got masks. All right. We've got masks. What is real? What is not? Are you being real? This person has trust issues. All right, there's trust issues. They've been in situations where people have not been healthy, authentic, and it's not led them down. They're blinded by something. They've been blinded by something, and they're afraid in the past where they've believed that the situation with this other person has been one thing, but really it's just taken them down a really dark path. And so with you, they're not sure if it's just an illusion, if they're just seeing what they want to see, if their desire is misleading them. This person's relationship with their desire is not one of confidence. They fear their desire. They fear being lost. They don't want to lose themselves in this situation. Okay. And also your person is going through some kind of ego death. Okay. Got good, the luck here. They also feel a lot of fortune since they've met you. Things have started working out and they feel very lucky to have you. But there's also the shadow side of themselves that they feel like you might not be accepting of if you were to see that. So they wear this mask around you. If you see all of them, you might not love them. You're a very healing, soothing energy for this person. And their inner child feels really safe with you. And it's as if they've just been thrust into this inner child healing. This person of yours is at a stage in their life where they're going through a massive healing process, you know. A lot of things are coming to the surface for them to heal. There could be a child here between the two of you. It doesn't have to be. But Spirit is saying to me, this is their childlike nature. They're able to be with you in a way that they have not ever been with anyone. Okay, give me more on these masks. Okay. They've been putting up a facade, hiding aspects of themselves for so long to be accepted, not feeling like they've ever really been able to be authentic with anyone, and with you they just feel so exposed and vulnerable. Also, they let their guard down around you in a way that frightens them, because they don't feel like they're in control of that. You've got this person thinking about leaving everything behind. Like nothing really matters anymore, you know? All the things that used to matter to them, you know, the material things, the fame, the recognition, you make them want to abandon everything and just run off with you, you know? There's a sense of freedom. And this connection is so deeply spiritual with this Hierophant. Okay? That they've started to awaken to parts of themselves. They've started to remember what matters to them, what they truly want. And this is really opening up doors. Okay? It's opening up doors for them. Things have been working out, you know, just whenever they get to be around you, whenever they get to connect to you, things just seem to fall into place and work out for them. And this has really made them want to explore more, want to explore what they really want. Like I said, there's this energy of feeling like their desires could be bad or could be misleading. Like the reason why they've had the challenges that they've had and things have gone so terribly south or downhill in the past, they've associated that with their desires for some reason. So they've got this unhealthy idea about their desires, and this has blocked a lot of manifestations. And with you, you awaken something inside of them that is so primal, so ancient, and favor seems to come into their experience. It feels like everything just works out. Okay, so now I get this card, this children card too. They're afraid of losing their kids. So this could be a married person. This could be someone going through the process of wanting to get separated, but they're afraid of losing a child or their children. That is their fear. That is the fear here. And they can't see how they can do this right now with you. How can they do this with you without potentially losing their children? All right, so let's take a look at what has happened in the recent past. What has happened in the recent past here for your person? What has happened in the recent past for my collective, with my collective's person? All right. They were working really hard, focusing on something here. Show me. What was this? What were they working on? All right. Getting, they were working really hard at something here. So, another plan. Financial stability to be able to perhaps travel. They had a plan for themselves moving. I do seem, okay, this is the message I'm getting from Spirit. This person was already working on getting out of this relationship, out of this marriage, out of this long-term connection, out of this situation, whatever that is, okay? Working on their finances to be able to do that. You came along and you've just introduced something that was out of they weren't thinking of this. They didn't think they were going to meet you. And now their plans have to change. And they really feel like you've blown everything out of the water, because they were not expecting you. And this person cannot stop thinking about, like, they were so focused, working on themselves, working on their finances to bring their plan into reality. And you've come in, and now nothing matters anymore. It's like they can't focus on anything other than you. Okay. What is their general energy? What is this person's overall energy? What is this person's overall energy in the situation? So I've got the Queen of Pentacles. This could be Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Okay. Their overall energy right now is that they feel so powerful, so magnetic, and so attracted to you. And they're also aware that they're in such a unique position that whatever they give energy to, they're going to manifest. And this terrifies them. So that is why they want to feel more in control. They want to feel more clarity. What is it that I'm actually calling forth here? And they are so incredibly drawn to you. And they know that there's a potential that they could lose you to somebody else, because anybody would want to have you. This person's feeling very out of sorts, insecure, unsure. They're really being challenged by this. This was unexpected. What's crossing this energy where they feel so magnetic? What is crossing it? They know that you have certain expectations, and if they don't come with clarity, if they don't come with clear intentions, if their actions are flaky, you'll cut them out. Also, if you see them being fake, you see right through them. And the fear right now is that you're recognizing that they're starting to put a mask on. They're starting to try and hide behind a mask. And this is not something you will put up with. So there's a fear that you will cut them out because of that. You've really come to activate this person. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a twin flame. Right. If you do feel like you're going through a twin flame awakening, and this could be your twin flame, I would suggest you get a reading to look into this, your specific energy, to get clarity on what kind of soulmate this is, and then to get a coaching session as to how you navigate this for you, what your sacred contract is together, and how you line up with your awakening so you don't remain stuck. You understand? Cool. What is leaving your person's energy? Okay, what is leaving? All right. Yeah, the Queen of Wands, the wife. There is a separation. There is a separation. This person is leaving their reality. So if that is something that you were worried about, are they serious that there's a separation taking place? Will they really leave this person? Or are they just playing around? No. This person, this Queen of Wands, which is the energy of the wife, is leaving their energy, their reality. Okay. How do they feel? How does this person feel about my collective? All right. 7 of Swords. Yes, I said there's trust energy. There's issues around trust and loyalty. So they feel like they are being dishonest with you. They feel like they're hiding something from you. They want to come towards you here with the Seven of Swords energy, but they're afraid of leaving behind something really valuable, and they feel guilt, like they're choosing you would be choosing what they want, and not necessarily the best decision for their kids. This person is afraid of leaving their children. This person is afraid of being selfish. Also that they could be making this big sacrifice for you and then it doesn't work out. You're very attractive. A lot of people would want you. And what if you end up being disloyal? So it's their stuff. That's not necessarily because that's how you would behave. But people learn from their past experiences and from the people that they're around and the things they see. And this person has issues with self-betrayal. So staying in a situation because they don't want to lose something. And what I'm getting is your person regrets not focusing on their goals more. They didn't expect to meet you. How do they feel? Okay, so that's right. What else? Okay. They're going through a dark night of the soul. This is a spiritual awakening. They feel like they're dying. A part of them is dying. Okay. Hopes and fears with my collective. I wanted to say Sagittarius, because you've got the Sag energy here. So, hopes, the Emperor, they're hoping to be your divine counterpart, to have this empire with you, to marry you. They think about marrying you. They're hoping to have something stable, passionate, beautiful with you. They want to be in a place where they can be responsible and hold a sacred space for you and take care of you and give you the relationship that you want. They're hoping for that. And they want to take this leap of faith with you, but they've got a lot to deal with before that opportunity comes in. And they're afraid that this is a case of wrong time. This is a case of timing, not being ready for this. The person is going through an awakening. They're in a dark night of the soul. They're going through ego deaths. This could be affecting them psychologically. With the dark night of the soul, sometimes there's some mental health stuff that come to the surface. Okay, so what is fated to happen between you? Show me outcome. Show me what is fated here. So if you would like to manifest or to give this connection an opportunity, you need to release control. I think this person is really triggering and bringing to the surface for you your control issues, but you also for them. You're mirroring one another. Look at that rose. This is something really special. It's something really beautiful, but you want to get to a place where you can have a stable attachment style here, where you can be in your peace, in your serenity, in your confidence. Your relationship with yourself can be so solid that you can feel love without being attached to the conditions, without being attached to a certain outcome here, without needing this person to turn their life upside down to prove anything to you. Do you get what I'm saying? Where you can be their friend and love them in the way that is gentle and perhaps from a distance, and a way that doesn't dishonor you whilst they're figuring this out. You mean a hell of a lot to this person. I can see that. But the reason why things are happening the way that they are in the connection, which is really not what you want, is because the both of you are the egos involved, that lower vibrational energy of control, needing to control things, needing to control an outcome, needing to feel like my hands, both of you wrestling for my hands are on the wheel. You want to come to a place of alignment, a place of trust in source, where it doesn't really matter how this turns out. I've learned so much from this person. This is a beautiful place to be. This is a beautiful experience for me. I've learned a lot about myself and what I want. I can let go of the wheel because none of us are really in control. Source is in control. So if this is a twin flame connection, or whatever type of soulmate connection this is, you might want to take a closer look at that, but also get clear on what energy do I bring to this connection? And how do I shift my energy? How do I get into that place of alignment so that my ego's not, and how do I shift from engaging with this person from a place of ego to engaging, to being present with the relationship from a place of unconditional love and alignment and harmony and peace. Because that's what you want to bring here. The two of you are very sensitive to one another spiritually. And so even when you don't say anything, that just adds more chaos. That just disrupts things more. It's bringing so much to the surface for both of you that you'd want to start doing your work around what this relationship is mirroring. And the more you do that, the more you're going to release this need for control. You're going to move from a place of feeling insecure to a place of greater security, and then bring a different energy to the connection. So that is your reading, beautiful. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comment section, all right? And if you're interested in getting a personal, details are in the description box below. Whatever you choose to do, beloved, do what is best for you. Love and light. Bye now.